Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Pricing Pro. So I thought I'd just really just try and start from the very basic, okay? Start from the absolute get-go, draw it down and just go from the absolute basics. So I thought this first video I would do, let's just pretend you're a labor-only builder or you're working for a boss. You've been building for 5, 6, 7 years, you're qualified, you've got all your tools. Here's some like key items that you should be focusing on doing, setting up before you quit your job. So I wouldn't recommend just jumping in, quitting your job, packing it in because he won't give you a $2 pay rise. Try and plan out how you're going to quit. So even if you're working for full time, but you just start going down to like 4 days a week or 3 days a week, he might not like that if he doesn't respect you. But anyway, this is what I would do before I quit my job. This is sort of how I would plan it in no particular order. So make sure you've got a way of how you're going to get your job. So let's just pretend at the top you've got no connections, no hookups. Dad doesn't have any contracts for you. You don't know anyone at GJ's, and you've got no money. Okay. So what I would do is, before you quit your job, make sure you've got some jobs to do. Figure out what you're going to do. Make a Facebook page, make an Instagram page. Start posting like your tips, some photos of your work. Start DMing people on Instagram. Start DMing people on Facebook in the evenings, outside work time, and see if you can just start slowly building up those little jobs that you can do. So even if you're going to do those in the weekends or after hours, or I don't recommend this, but take a sick day, do it Monday to Friday, however you want to do it. What you've got to do is really figure out a platform on how you're going to get work and how you're going to get it consistently. Because getting a consistent flow of work is definitely one of the hardest pieces that I definitely struggled with for the first 2 to 3 years. And there were many transitions that I had to make in order to figure that out. If you don't have jobs coming in while you're doing, you can quit straight away if you've got enough money to give yourself some backing. So if you've got, say, if you're living on $2,000 a month, you're living at home rent free, you've got your truck all paid off, you've got 10 grand, you can live for 3 to 4 months while you're out selling jobs. So I can do a whole nother complete video on this, but I mean, I pretty much went straight into marketing and cold calling. So I just became a beast on the phone. I started in Queenstown. We went into like the recruitment style model, quite heavy. So we would literally just ring up builders. I would ring up 70, 80 builders a day. I just had the exact same script. And I was just trying to put builders out on sites, on jobs, clip the ticket, $10 an hour, recruitment style model. That's what I did. That was my way of finding my first lot of jobs, first lot of weekly income. And eventually, after 2 years, we kind of built it up to 18 guys on the tools, and it went pretty well. We can do another video on that. Number two, make sure you look presentable. Definitely when I've seen like subbies turn up, for example, we get like two Tylers turn up, one turns up in a beat up Yaris, messy clothes. You can tell he's been smoking, might have not slept very well the night before, could have been on the piss. Then you get another Tyler, looks like he's been to the gym, clean clothes, up early, good handshake. I know who I'm going to pick. He's probably going to be more expensive, but as a builder, when you're a head contractor, uh, all the shit falls on you. So you want to make sure that the guys on your sites are well dressed, well presented, and they're doing a good job. I wouldn't recommend going and buying a brand new truck straight away. Don't pick up a brand new vehicle. Try and look presentable. Get like a double cab Courier, double cab Hilux, something semi-tidy, not too boy racery look. Don't put 20-inch chrome fucking rims and stuff on it. Just have something that looks real standard, real basic, good, clean, no dents, lights work. When you rock up to clients' houses, you want to look presentable. Get some business cards. Those are the biggest things. You can get 500 business cards for like $80. Get a cheap logo made. Go on Google, type in logo design, whatever your business is going to be called. You can use ChatGPT nowadays. That'll spit out a logo for you in like 5 minutes, and away you go. So have a presentable vehicle. You don't have to have like work shirts and stuff, but just wear some tidy shirts, AS color, a black tee, a grey tee. We have polos at our company. It looks a little bit smarter. Depends what angle you want to go for. Number three, take on any jobs you can. Man, if you're at a barbecue, you're on the piss with someone, you're talking to someone, hey, we've got a property management company and we want someone just to come and change a door handle. Fucking go and do it, man. Do it. Do it well as well. Make sure whenever you're doing a small job, even if you're only billing out 2 hours labor and a travel charge, man, just do it and do it well. Small jobs always turn into big money. We've got a theory at our business: 1 in 10 jobs under $1,000 turn into a $10,000 job. So if we do, 10 $1,000 jobs really, really, really well, we're going to get a 10K reno or a 100K reno. So that's what I would do. Do any job you can, even if it's a little bit outside building, landscaping, fix some fucking gutters, replace some window rot, whatever you've got to do. Do a good job at all costs. There's plenty of ways we can add more value on this, and we can get into getting Google reviews, asking for a referral. That's a whole nother sales video. Number four, try stay away from hiring friends or anyone full time on wages until you can cover their wages for at least a month. When you're first going out on your own, job consistency is not going to be there. You're not going to have it. It's going to be up and down. It's going to be wavy. Some weeks you might work 5 days a week. Others you might have two. You might have three. So just wait until you've got a good pipeline. Remember, you're starting from zero. You know no one. Word of mouth is going to be your best friend. And that's what I would do. So I'd stay away from any big commitments. You don't want to be paying out $1,500, $2,000 a week and you're going into the red. Get money up front the day before you start the job or after days one of work. A lot of people are like, oh, no one wants to pay a deposit until they see some work. There's so much stigma in the industry around builders getting a deposit and fucking off and not doing anything. What we've implemented at our company with under like small jobs, say under 10 grand. For example, if it includes demolition, we say, hey, make a 30% deposit on 10K after the demo is complete. So if the demo takes a day, 8 till 4 p.m., boom, you're getting paid that night. That's what I would do. If people don't want to pay up front, most people are good, but try to get a payment after day one at least. Number six is probably the most important one. See an accountant, how to get set up on the company register. You might not turn over 60 grand in the first year, so you don't need to be GST registered. But the company registration could take sort of 1 to 2 weeks to get set up. Get an accountant to help you do it all if you don't know much about it. The first time I did it, I got fucking lost, but after we did 2 or 3, it was pretty simple. We're with Zero. Zero is really easy. Get an accounting software, man. It makes your life so much easier. Your accountant's going to bill you 150, 250 bucks an hour to bookkeep, track receipts, put shit in Excel. When you take a little course on how to use Zero, it's $72 a month for the basic version. It's so easy. You reconcile all your expenses in there. You link it with your bank accounts. And then at the end of every 2 months, 6 months, or a year, whenever you're going to register and file your GST, it's super easy for your accountant. It will take him like less than 20 minutes. He's not billing you full rates if you've got a good relationship with him. That would be my advice. Get a good accountant, whether you go for a referral for a friend, take a day off, go on Google, just type in accountants near me, call 20, see how many pick up, go see 3 or 4, 5, see if you have a good vibe with any of them. Try and ask your accountant if they have worked with builders before or construction companies. Accountants are good at the end of the day, they just crunch numbers, but it's always a lot better if you can get one that will sort of understand your business and understand what you're trying to achieve. So that would be my recommendation. Zero is really good. I haven't heard about MYOB or anything else, but yeah, Zero's been a blessing for me. I'm shit at admin, so I love using Zero. I think it's really easy. So there we go. Just a quick little first segment on before you quit your job from your boss, try and have these items lined up. Where you're going to get your work, get the company set up, try and find out how you're going to have a little workflow of work, invest some money into some, a couple tidy shirts, get your logo on it, get a business card set up. This could all cost you under $500 easy. So if you're serious about it, these would be my first sort of steps that I would take. Yeah, thanks very much for listening. Write in the comments if anyone else has had a different approach on how they've done stuff. Please let me know. I'm always open to hearing how other people have gone on their journey. This is purely just my experience. So thank you. Stay tuned.